So this is kind of like a able to play on this big of a stage in the Iron Bowl, kind of a dream come true for a kid from Leroy, Alabama.
It is for sure. I never thought I would be here, and I can't really think of many who would have ever guessed, me getting this opportunity. Besides my mom, my dad. It's crazy if you think about it. Real hard coming from Leroy. I went back to the Leroy game and just seeing the stadium and how many people were there. I was like, man. It's crazy to think about, but my mindset's obviously changed, and grown up a lot. So it's not going to be as overwhelming as people from Leroy might think it would be, or I guess just anybody else. Thinking this little 2A quarterback, it's probably going to be overwhelmed. But playing away at LSU, #1. That was. Like I told y'all, it's going to be about as tough as a stage as I'm going to see. So, but this is the Iron Bowl, so it's just crazy to think that it's it's here.
How long have you been watching games, Clint? The Auburn, Alabama game?
Ever since I remember. So whenever that was. I remember a long time ago. I remember watching Sean Alexander, and I remember watching Cadillac. I remember watching. I remember so much about it, that's all that matters in this state, really. Especially, growing up and football being the dominant sport here and pretty much in the whole South. That's all that mattered was just the Iron Bowl, That was the biggest day of the year, Even when you were really young, 5 and 6, and didn't really know much, like you cared about the Iron Bowl. You would, all your friends would come over and you'd watch that game. Normally you wouldn't care, You just go out and play football in the yard, but that game you stayed in and watched, the whole family, and it's just a big deal.
Well, you could be the starting quarterback for either team in this game. You could be remembered forever by what you do.
Yeah, it's if you sit there and think about it like that, coming from Leroy and playing, and game day's going to come, and it matters to so many people throughout the state. It determines the livelihood of a whole entire fan base for a whole year. There's a lot to think about, put a lot of pressure on myself, but I'm not gonna let myself do that. I'm gonna work hard, so I am ready for the moment. So I'm not scared, so I'm not nervous, so I'm not worried. Not having school, being off for Thanksgiving is it's really gonna help. Extra film time, and I'm gonna do everything that I possibly can to just be as ready as I can.
Do you, just as far as your mental preparation, visualize success? Imagine yourself, making this play or that play?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's something that a coach of mine in high school told me. Actually, Emmanuel King, who played at Alabama, was like, that's what he would say before every game is, since my sophomore year, was, visualize success. Visualize you throwing that pass, making that tackle, recovering the fumble, and that's just something I've it's kind of stuck with me, since then, and that's something that I think you got to do is, expect to make big plays, expect to have a great day. That's just how I feel like you have to be. So, I've been dreaming about this exact game. Ever since I started caring about football, honestly, I dreamed about winning the Iron Bowl.
How many mental touchdowns do you think you've thrown against Alabama?
In my life?
Yeah.
Probably over 1,000.
How many against Auburn?
Probably 5,000.